So if you want to lose fat without losing muscle, the formula is really simple. Cut the carbs and cut the crap. And that just means give up the simple sugar. Think about steak, chicken, eggs, butter, high-fat fish, things like that. That's your diet, and it's going to work, trust me. And then after you eat that food, you need to go for a walk. 15 to 20 minutes. You can cut out the cardio while you're trying to do fat loss. You don't have to live at the gym. This is a really easy way. It almost feels like you're being lazy when you do it, but all it is you're just really changing your diet, you're changing your lifestyle just a little bit, and you're gonna really see the pounds of fat melt away without losing that muscle. So when we walk, our body prioritizes our leg muscles over everything because we're biped creatures, meaning we have two legs. That's how we get away from danger. That's what saves our lives sometimes. So you will always take all those nutrients and it'll push down to your legs when you go for a walk, and it'll bring your blood sugar down, it'll regulate your insulin, and everything will stay in that, nudge you towards that fat burning zone after you walk, after you eat. Okay, and that it'll also help you not overeat. If you eat a huge heavy meal, you're not going to want to do that if you know you're going to walk 15 or 20 minutes. So making sure that you get your diet right and then you're walking after you eat, you can literally eliminate cardio completely. But you also want to do a little bit of weight training, but not overdoing it. 2 to 3 times a week is plenty. Just keeping your muscles toned. That will keep all of your muscle mass, but you won't be losing it. You'll just be losing fat. So, 2 to 3 days, make sure you have 1 to 2 rest days in between, and just don't overdo it. Don't work out too hard. You're probably programmed to work. Slow it down. Take it down a notch, okay? And then fast strategically. So that 16 and 8 hour window is perfect. 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of food. That is fantastic to keep your insulin levels regulated, and it'll really help nudge you towards fat burning zone, especially with that walking after you eat. And if you really want to burn fat fast, add a 36-hour fast once a week to this regimen. And 36 hours sounds like a lot, but when you're eating this way, you don't have those massive hunger swings. You're not working out because you've limited your cardio, you've limited your weight training, which makes you much hungrier. So by kind of like being a little bit lazier in that sense, and I hate to use the word lazy because you're very focused on what you're doing here, but just by bringing it down a notch, you're not going to be as hungry. You're going to be eating nutrient-dense foods, which means you're not going to be as hungry. That 36-hour fast is much more attainable than you think. And when you do that 36-hour fast, your body goes into autophagy. It breaks out all those extra cells, all those mutated, dying cells, dead cells, and cleans them out, clears them out. Your body starts running super efficiently. Now you're burning fat, tons of fat. Also, your testosterone spikes, which means you're going to retain that muscle, and that little bit of weight training you're doing is going to have maximum impact. Just that alone is going to really boost and biohack that fat loss. So now you can ditch all those crash diets, you can stop overtraining, and you can start burning fat without sacrificing that muscle.